So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And we're underway. De Bruyne. Now it's Mbappe. He's tried one! Oh, that's fabulous!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. And that's been intercepted. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Works it forward.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's had a hit! Oh, screamer! He's got himself an absolute peach. Two, and we've barely begun here.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So that's two now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And that is a little undercooked. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And that wasn't far away.
That's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who thought that was going in.
Mbappe! Mbappe!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Chiesa. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And the counter is on. Marquinhos. Chiesa. Mbappe! Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. Looks to the other side. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. A real chance if he can get through. He won't be happy with that one. So what can they make of this? And he skips past his man. Oh, that's fabulous. Chiesa. And it's Inzaghi. And he cuts out the supply. Interesting ball. Pongracic. Spinazzola producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. going over the top.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Well read, nice interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pongracic. Distributed tidily. Hits one! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And now they can spring out of defence. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Marquinhos, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Mbappe. He's through. Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it. And the follow-up! And it's there! And surely that settles it. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He has found a way through. That's Piliqueta. Now that's well seen too. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Mbappe! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
It's become a case of men against boys.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
There will be 3 minutes.
He's found a way through. Can he finish? Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Chiesa. That is going to be the final action of the first half. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Yeah, I think a first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it's certainly paid off so far.
And we are already promptly back underway. And he's managed to get free. Terrific header! No joy, but a decent try. Decent hit! No, got right underneath it. No, again there's no way through. Driving on and making good progress. Vinicius Junior. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
And the shot! He's got a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Gracic spread it left. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Can he spark a counter here? That's a good ball out wide. That's been cut out, well played. Chiesa. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
The attendance for this match
Spinazzola.
was 72,300.
Out to the left it goes. Vinicius Junior. He's on a run down the left wing. Vinicius Junior's cross. Early ball out from the back. Good spot, he tries a shot! Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe! Could move up a gear here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Pass is just off target. Now, what about a counter-attack? Azpilicueta. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Mbappe. Number 21, Vinicius Junior. Number 7, Filippo Inzaghi.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
Number 4, Jan Koller.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Nicely weighted ball.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
He's shifting through the gears here. So much time and space here. Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 10, Marquinhos. Coming
In
on the
for a
field.
header.
Number 8, Hakim Ziyech. Number 2, Hakimi. Substitution in progress.
Neymar goes steaming forward. Great ball if he can get there. Chance here to counter. And it's De Bruyne. And now the breakaway. Fiddles it through. Oh, sweet feet. It's anyone's ball now. Messi! And he's missed it.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Oh, he's burst through. Sansone. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Can he put it away? And that has faded wide.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's looking to set free a runner. Lovely bit of skill. Real chance! Oh, easy pickings there. Neymar here's onto this.
2 added minutes has been.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. It's bounced out! And he seemed certain to get the sixth. Could try cutting inside here. He is through here. And that's that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, it was a game that was won by sound tactics. The hustling and harrying forced mistakes.
Well, a very good evening to you wherever you are. I do hope that you could join me in appreciating this truly beautiful evening. A night that is absolutely ideal for a game of football. The scenes here really are something, a beautiful picture under the floodlights. Traffic and transport round here, not the kindest, but regardless of that, the fans have found a way of getting here. There is a sense of theatre and the decibel levels are rising. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. And the shot! Chiesa. And he's had a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Same again, same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
En-Nesyri with the clearance. Sevilla can counter promptly here. And it's Ocampos.
Footballing with usually identifies with...
Big header! In he goes again! He's delivered all right! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That has been slung wide. Lovely feet. Ball header! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But that was beautifully met, it really was.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost.
Marquinhos has given away a free kick. Bade. Navas. Sevilla have a free kick. Bade. For Sergio Ramos.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Lucas Ocampos! And he nearly went all the way.
Oh, after so much hard work, he bluffed. He just shouldn't be missing from there.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Threads one in. Now it's Chiesa. Tries the cut back. Have their second corner now. And he's taking no chances there. Great chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. De Bruyne. De Bruyne! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
So their fourth corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. It's a throw-in. And it's De Bruyne. Suso. Acuna. And it's Suso. He's had it taken off him. It's a pretty loose pass. Eder Militao. And Marquinhos. That's a good ball out wide. Marquinhos. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior's cross. Shapes to shoot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Lucas Ocampos. Acuna. He's picked his way through. Acuna was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Sergio Ramos. Lucas Ocampos just eases him off the ball. He is through here. Chiesa.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Mbappe. And he's in on goal. Lucas Ocampos. Looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Now it's Suso. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Suso. Could move up a gear here.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Out of play for a goal kick. Now it's Ocampos. And that is a little undercooked. He's cut it out. And the whistle goes for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
So, both teams heading off for the break, and interest... He's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's pulled back, goes in for the header! It's come back out! What a wonderful goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig.
Can he finish? Sticks it away! And with that goal comes comfort.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Agume. It's a really well-measured ball. Sumare. He's got away. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Filippo Inzaghi. Inzaghi. Good purposeful running this. Lucas Ocampos. That has been cut short. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
That's been cut out, well played. And it's Suso. Looking for options for movement. Skims one in. Chiesa. Oh, easy pickings there. Suso. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Suso gets his pass away. The fullback is in acres of space here. It is a corner, good chance.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15 será sustituido por el dorsal 12. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And now a sudden chance to counter. De Bruyne. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And they're quick to get it back. He gets big. They are rampant. And they are cruising away. A momentary lapse exploited with glee. And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So now the difference is 3. Agume. And he's lost his man here. Oh, what a... It's Lucas Ocampos!
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Acuna plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Collar. Decent hit! It's bounced out! He's got a goal! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Sevilla making consecutive changes here. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Sergio Ramos. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Collar. Has a go! Oh, it's come loose. He's a sharp little ball here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Sumare. Navas. Marquinhos. Played out to the left flank. And the counter is on. Hazard. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he's on his way! And smartly reclaimed. Ocampos. Chance for the header! Goal! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Sevilla playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Showing good feet. Tries a shot! And he hits the net! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
It's become a case of men against boys.
el dorsal 26.
No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Lucas Ocampos. And he's managed to get free. Velis. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Habrá
To set free a runner. And it's Ocampos. And he's there to retrieve it. Marquinhos with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
He's had a crack. It's anyone's ball now. Showing great feet there. He's gone forward.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Spinazzola. Collier. So much time and hits one! No mistake! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
And yes, it's him again. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Look, this is a team that doesn't look as if it's daunted away from home.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football to which we look forward immensely. It's hardly a surprise that everybody has come here in their droves, this being a fixture that has received so much coverage in the days leading up to it. And it's good to see that we have a good contingent of visiting fans by the look of it too. The atmosphere is amicable, the conditions do bring out the best in everyone, and I think we're all looking forward to a feel-good game. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Mateta, chance here to counter. Looking for the run. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne.
Mbappe! In for the follow-up! It's run, could fall kindly. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Olise. Looking for the runner. Vinicius Junior looking to run onto it. Chiesa. He's tried one! He's done very well to get to that.
Chiesa really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Aimed beyond the defence. Now he's off and running. He is through here. Driving forward. And he's managed to get free. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Mateta. He's a sharp little ball here. And he was alert to it. Olise! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Olise. Chiesa. Chiesa powering forward here. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
As Pliqueta gets over and intercepts. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Mbappe is onto this. Big chance! He's delivered all right!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now it's Ayew.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's very neat. De Bruyne. And it's Inzaghi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment. Can he finish? He scored! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Things starting to look very comfortable.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that has left him in a heap. Eder Militao with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Eder Militao has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Played right into his path. Filippo Inzaghi. He's got the shot away! Ayew. And here's the chance to counter. Well timed, excellent interception. Marquinhos. And here's Inzaghi. Marquinhos. Steaming on. It's Inzaghi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Swept in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Might be danger here. It's anyone's ball now. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And we have our very first corner. And that was very necessary. And here's De Bruyne. Crystal Palace can counter promptly here. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Filippo Inzaghi. Chiesa. Is there any support? And the shot! Yes! And surely that settles it. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
A case now of complete control.
Number 11, Federico
Munoz. Now Anderson.
Federico Chiesa.
Mitchell. Ayew.
Federico Chiesa.
The ball has bounced loose now. Marquinhos. And it's Inzaghi. For De Bruyne.
Added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Inzaghi. Mbappe. Foot in. Hughes. And the counter is on. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. But look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Now it's Vinicius. Vinicius Junior! And somehow he kept it out.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vinicius Junior, De Bruyne. And that has been cleared. And now the breakaway. Now it's Ayew. He's beaten the last man. He has found the way through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. He's come in hard. Chiesa. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's found the way through. Now there's the hit. Oh, no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Chiesa.
That's good play from him.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Can he finish? Oh, extraordinary.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Coming on the field, number 4.
Looking for options for movement.
Number
And
20.
they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
Number 18.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Mateta looks to get on the end of this. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. That's good running with the ball. And he's searching through. Picked out brilliantly. Azpilicueta. Driving through the middle. Chance! He has done it! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he could feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Number 11.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Number 10. Marquinhos.
It's a quick one.
Coming on the field. Number 8.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Number 2.
The pass is intercepted.
Hakimi.
Munoz. That has been cut short. Hakimi. And it's Ziyech. Can he get it through?
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Ayew. And he was quick to react. Ziyech. And the shot! Surely this time, he scores! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
So now the difference is 3. And it's Messi. De Bruyne. Ziyech. And Ziyech! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Ayew. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Koller tries making a foray down the right. Koller. Nice bit of... Ziyech! Now, who's going to be first to this? Edouard. Azpilicueta with a definite foul there. Is there any support? He might not need it. So much. And the shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it. Hakimi. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And it's Ziyech. And Spinazzola. Up to meet it!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Aimed in towards the centre.
There will be 5 minutes added
Not got that
time.
quite right. Raksaki. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Eder Militao kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nice ball, and he might be in. Has a goal!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Collar. Now the finish! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Nemo's... He's got full. They've done it! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Gets into some space. Oh, that's fabulous. França driving forwards. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, this is a good win for me. They know they've got the organisation and the discipline, and that's what...